Which we will not accept that name is a derogatory name. They forced us into marriage with other people. They gave them ammunition to kill us at will. A leader has risen to demand our inalienable rights, our right to self-determination, and they decided that he will be killed. They went to Kenya and kidnapped him, which we call as an ordinary rendition. They renditioned him and kept him in Nigeria. British government are not asking questions. They don't want to hear the name. Nnamdi Kanu. It's time you begin to ask your these questions. You begin to ask the questions about a citizen of Britain in Nigeria who was extraordinary rendition. He was kidnapped, tortured, and was left to death before we knew about it. And we are saying enough is enough. The world has to know it, that our freedom is being denied, that our rights, our people are killed every day. We cannot protest in that land, Nigeria. We want to go back to where we were before certain look at them and killed our people, forced us into marriage due to oil and gas. Due to oil and gas. Therefore, today we have come to ask for our rights.
Biafra is our destination. We must get Biafra. And like from
Biafra. I know. Well, I've always been around, you know that. I know. Yeah? I'm a Yoruba. Maiyegun. Maiyegun. I've always been like, if I get, what do you call it? Once I get my chicken and all that, I know they miss out. Baba, on your side. No. Nice one, Baba.
To Belgium, from Belgium they take it to Nigeria. So killing innocent people, marketplaces were destroyed, hospitals were destroyed, innocent people were killed. There was no record of that today. You cannot mention it in British Parliament. They will not see because of Biafra. Therefore, today, be known to you that we are the people of Biafra, and we are seeking for self-determination, a referendum to determine if we are going to go our separate ways.
Yes.
The Declaration of 1914 expired 2014. 100 years. That was when they signed. But yet they want to hold us into perpetuity. They want to hold us down forever. They're using every arm to destroy the indigenous people in Nigeria. They are requesting for referendum, a process of democracy. We don't want to war. We don't want to war. But if they refuse giving us a referendum, we have no other option. We are asking for a referendum today, letting you know, British citizens, of our plight in Biafra, of what our people are going through every day. They are being killed. If you mention Biafra, you are gone. Till today, the killing continues. Therefore, today, we come here to celebrate our fallen heroes of the 30th year. We continue to celebrate them, and we are requesting for the release of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. We must be released. We must be released. Release it! Yeah! Release it! Yeah! Release it! Release it! Release it! Release it! Release it! Release him! Release him! Release Nnamdi Kanu! Release Nnamdi Kanu! We are here today again. I know that the agents of provocateurs, IPOB is still here asking. They will be asking themselves, where did they come out again from? By unleashing the infiltrators against us, they think we are going to fizzle away. Are we going to go away? No! Are we going to go away? No! We are here to see the man.
General,
Yes, sir.
you can
Why
visit us.
did Britain
You are
committed
welcome.
genocide against us in
You are welcome.
1967
We come again.
That
Celebrate
was
our
our
hero and
demand.
heroes.
And we will
And
keep
you are here with
demanding.
us.
Why
Thank you
did
for joining.
Britain
Thank you for being with us.
commit
Thank you for being
genocide
Thank you for
against
participating
my
with us.
people?
Thank you so much.
You are always with us.
Thank you for having
We
me.
are always with you.
Yes, sir. Always. Thank you so much, sir. Godwin, sir. Good one. Thank you so much, sir.
To come to our land to kill us. And we lost 7-point-something million. Even up to today, nobody can even give the account of my people they killed. People say it's about 9 million. People say it's about 3 million. Innocent children, innocent men and women killed by the British government in 1967-70 by the name Harold Winston. Harold Winston is a coward. Anywhere he is today, his former British government, British Prime Minister by name Harold Winston is a coward as far as I'm concerned. He killed, there's a blood in his hand, there's a blood in Westminster. We are demanding, why did British kill innocent civilians in 1967-70? We must continue demanding, why did the Britain kill my people in 1967-70? We lost about 7-point-something million. There is a war going on in Ukraine today, and the Meli said 500,000 has been killed. But let me remind you something, that we lost about 7-point-something million of my people. Is it those people that are being killed? Are they not human beings? They are human beings. Killed by the British government in 1967-70. British killed have genocide in their hands. British government murdered my people in 1967-70.
See our little brother.
Abo.
The general.
Yes, sir. Good to see you again.
Longest time.
I know. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Great.
Nice to see you.
Nice one, sir. Well done.
The Maiyegun General,
Baba.
the only man. The only man.
Baba,
Well done, sir.
you
Well
did
done.
again,
Nice to see you.
it's really good to see you.
Sometimes
It's always like a party.
like I told you.
Yeah. I think we met in Edinburgh last year. I think we will have to probably have a chat before we leave, because we are just coming here, getting here now anyway. That would be great. It's good to see you again, Baba. You're looking good though, anyway. Is it alright if I hold this on the side and somebody take us? I'll see if I can hide this. Ma, how are you, ma?
And you?
Yes,
Thank
very
you.
well.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. I know.
Yes. Gosh.
Thank you, ma.
There's a lot going on.
Well, there's a lot. Give me 1 second. Let me give this phone to. Okay, where's the Prince General now? No, because I'm live.
Oh, you live?
Yeah. So is that all right? Then okay, I can put it aside. Okay. All right. Oh, she's joining us now, Abby.
Yeah, that white one. Yeah. Yes, anyway, Ghana Center. How about okay?
Yes.
All right. So you look watch.
All right. Thank you.
This one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma. Lovely. So, the prince. Sir, how are you, sir?
Criminality of these politicians we have now, they want to get everything for themselves and their families, to withhold it, to start war everywhere, to commit genocide against innocent
Yeah, right.
people.
What time is it now then?
These politicians of nowadays, you must stress up and
Oh yeah, we still have time. Yeah, sure. I'll look forward to that, sir. Thank you. Baba, I'm very well. Oh, yourself?
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too, sir. It's good to see you. So,
It doesn't matter how many of us they treat it. It doesn't matter how many of us they feel. It doesn't matter how many of us they're chasing away. One day we must be free in the hands of the British government. They are the one holding us. They are the one supplying weapon, ammunition, AK-47, bullets, all manner of guns to kill innocent Biafrans. Britain, the only crime we committed is to ask for our freedom. We asked for our freedom, and British supply ammunition to Nigerian government in 1967 to kill our people. They committed all manner of atrocity against my people, raping, killing, name it, all manner of everything. Even the BBC journalist was there watching the crime going on, and they didn't see anything. All they did was to clap for the genocidals of this modern world. Gowon has blood in his hand. Gowon is a genocide. Gowon is a
genocidist.
Gowon is a
Genocidist.
Gowon is a Yakubu Gowon is a
Genocidist.
Yakubu Gowon is a
Murderer.
Yakubu Gowon is a Yakubu Gowon is a Yakubu Gowon is a Muhammadu Buhari is a Muhammadu Buhari is a Muhammadu Buhari is a Muhammadu Buhari is a Yakubu Gowon is a Yakubu Gowon is a Yakubu Gowon is a. If you are seeking the arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu and seeking the arrest of Vladimir Putin, you must seek the arrest of Gowon. You must seek the arrest of. You must seek the arrest of. We are not going to be shy away of saying it. If you are seeking ICC, International Criminal Court, if you are seeking the arrest of Putin, if you are seeking the arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu, you have to seek the arrest of Gowon. You have to seek the arrest of. 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 Britain government have blood in their hands. They committed genocide against my people in 1967 to 70. They want to put it under the carpet. It doesn't matter how many infiltrators you release against us. We must defeat. We must. MI5. It doesn't matter how many infiltrators you push on social media to fight us. We must defeat. IPOB must defeat. IPOB must defeat. British secret agent. It doesn't matter how many propaganda you are carrying against Biafrans. We must defeat your propagandists against IPOB. We must defeat your agents, provocateurs against IPOB. We are innocent people. We did not ask for war. What we ask is for freedom. 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 What are we asking? 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 Freedom. Biafrans, we are appreciating people. We welcome the face of Maiyegun General here. Can we give you the rest of applause, please? We welcome the face of Maiyegun General. We appreciate you, Maiyegun General. You are very, 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 very good man, I can tell you. We all want you for the good job that you are doing. Continue doing it. People will come to you. They will say all manner of anything against you. But believe you me, you are doing a very good, wonderful job. We appreciate you for your wonderful job. Maiyegun is a hero. Maiyegun is Maiyegun. Thank you very much. We want to proceed.
Vice Chairman, please, gentlemen.
We want to get some entertainment now from our one and only Prince Gentleman.
The Prince.
Gentleman, over to you.
How are you, sir? Good to see you.
Please, gradually, slowly. I can form a picture. Yeah.
Where is our Prince?
So we are at the 50 Agono. That's going to be like the 54th remembrance of, it's called the 54th Biafra Remembrance Day. And usually it's actually the remembrance of the Biafrans who were killed or died during the 3 years genocidal war that Nigeria waged on the Biafrans, just to keep them as part of Nigeria. Okay, so it's been 54 years, right, since the genocide of Nigeria, Britain, Nigeria, Britain, US, and so many other allied powers that worked with Nigeria to commit that genocide. It ended in 1970. And since then, Biafrans have never given up remembering or recognizing that, the May 30. Now, remember that it was on the 30th of May as well that Ojukwu declared the Republic of Biafra. So when the war ended, it was, the Biafrans, the descendants of, the victims of the war, the descendants of the Biafran descendants, they kept that date. And that date has become more symbolic to every Biafran descendant all over the world, to keep remembering all of their loved ones that died, okay, trying to defend the land, or the women, children that were slaughtered and killed by the Nigeria and the other foreign troops. So Nigeria came out of that and they said, oh, there is no winner, there is no vanquish. A statement to make it look like the death of over 5 million people, right, is more or less like, it's nothing. So people who committed the genocide, they were rewarded. Many of them ended up becoming leaders of Nigeria. They became presidents, ministers. But you see, there is never a time that Nigeria that forced them to remain part of Nigeria. There was never a time that Nigeria set aside any date to at least commemorate that needless war and those who died, and possibly to continue to help the people, to ensure that such will never happen again. Such killings, such senseless ethnic, racial killings or war will never happen again. So Nigeria didn't do anything, but the Biafrans, they never stopped recognizing that they remembering all of their loved ones that died, right? And they continue to demand for Biafra. Something that Nigeria thought Biafra was dead. But the injustice in Nigeria, the profiling of the Igbos, the killings of the Igbos by the system in Nigeria continues. And therefore, the Igbos continue to demand their exit from Nigeria. So today in London, in the front of the Parliament Square, the UK Parliament, okay? So the Biafrans are here today to also not only to sing, to pray, to acknowledge their loved ones that died in that needless war. It is also a reminder to the dark past of Britain, this Britain that we are in, right? Country that supported Nigeria to kill their own people, only to keep all of us here inside that poor contraption. So it's a very reminder that a British Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by Nigeria in Kenya. He is British, and the British government seems to have like looked away and looked on. So this is us reminding them, okay, of their complicity in all of this injustice. And you know, injustice to one, they say, is injustice to all. So we are all here today to give our own support. So I'm going to show you more, and you're likely going to see more people talk at some point too. So thank you so much for watching.
You are a parasite. Ruga agenda is what? A parasite. Water waste bill is what? A parasite. Oh, I say you cannot contribute in a relationship. You are what? Oh, yes. We are about to pray. Before we continue, all right? I'm going to come back to perform for you. So we'll stand on the protocol, right? Yes. Oh, hey, Biafra. Gentlemen, please, gentlemen, we thank you, sir. We thank you. Oh, hey, Biafra. Now we hand over to first.
Well, sir. It's getting steamy now. Yeah, we're getting ready. Yeah. So at some point, I think pass this my phone to you. You help me hold it.
Yeah, that's.
So this is for those of people that can't be here. Okay. They seem to be loving it. So they're like, oh yeah, it's happening. I say, yeah. I don't know. They didn't. Some actually didn't believe I was going to be here. Like I said I would be here, but they're like, oh, you said you would come and you came. I was like, of course.
You are Maiyegun General. You keep your word.
I have to. I have to.
That's why we trust you. You know?
It's a man's butt cheese is bond. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, yes. You're welcome, Baba.
She probably would need a louder microphone.
Depends on the way she holding it.
Oh, okay.
Who made heaven and earth? And who made it possible? Who made it possible for us to gather here today to remember our fallen heroes and heroines? Almighty Father, we know we cannot pray if you do not pray in us and with us. We thank you immensely for bringing us together here again this year for this memorable occasion. Without our heroes and heroines who fought for us to be alive, we will not be here today. We will not have a land to go to. And we will not be able to even mention Biafra. Biafra is spirit that nobody can kill. It doesn't matter how many times you cut it off, you cut the branches, it starts from the roots and starts growing again. And that is why all of us are here today. I'm not doing any preaching, but I just want to say, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, we are grateful to you for making the branches of Biafra to spring up again after the genocide, Nigerian genocide, with British and their allies. Today, we are here to remember our dear ones, those who died from 1929, those who died in the 1940s, those who died from 1967 to 70, those who are still dying, even as we fight for our freedom. We are not supposed to be dying, but because the enemy doesn't want to see us alive, the Chukwu Okike Abiyama said we must live.
He said
that we shall not die.
He said
We must live.
He
You see Biafra in the land of the living. You say, people thank you for giving us another opportunity. We know that Biafra will come in our time. That is why we pray that for us to remember our heroes and heroines today, that their spirit will continue to fight with us in the spirit realm while we are here doing the physical, so that we will, in the end, defeat all our enemies, both in diaspora and in Nigeria. Whatever they call the country, we call it soon, because soon is even more organized than what. And I want to thank you. But before that,
So we have a lot of people already arriving or arrived, and we have more expected to arrive in the next couple of minutes as well. So it's like a procession right now. It's a procession where a prayer is being offered. The prayer is being offered for the repose of the souls of, the remembered heroes and heroines of Biafra. Also praying to God to give the Biafrans they continue the spirit, okay, the spirit of unity, spirit of brotherhood, sisterhood, the spirit of oneness that will continue to spur them on in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Yes, sir. In the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. So everyone is now that's it there. A prayer has been offered. So we are now going to go on to the. Now this is going to be the traditional.
And all the title holders, please come forward, please.
So they want to offer the prayer, a traditional prayer, or sorry, the prayer in traditional form now. So. Yeah. Sir.
Biafran.
You too, Baba. How are you, sir?
How you doing, man?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very good, sir.
I'm here for coming, bro. Thanks so much for having me, Baba.
You're doing the needful.
Thank you. I've been nice, necessary. I mean, we just have to do this, Like I have to give the credit to everyone who keeps organizing it and keeps
Yeah.
That's the least we can do. Because if they have their way, this is not going to be happening at all.
No, not at all.
Like everybody should just forget it and go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of.
So they keep on doing their shit.
You get what I mean? So that's why I always give credit to every organizer here. Like, and if I could make it, I will be there always. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I
And
appreciate that.
only two people, those that want freedom.
You get what I mean? Like,
we appreciate you.
freedom for one is freedom for all.
Oh, that's right.
But if we are living in a world whereby people don't understand that if you are holding anybody down,
Exactly.
you are not going anywhere.
No.
You too, you are not going. If I hold you here now, say you're not going. Me too. I'm going to be here. I'm not going to. So people need to understand that,
That's
About well done, sir. Thank you so much for having me. I know, just want to get people who know Phoebe here, so that they are not missing anything. Yes, sir. Baba.
Mande gburu na Biafra, Mande gburu na Paul Johnson, Mande gburu na high school Aba, Mande gburu n'ụlọ onye isi anyị wụ na Royal Palace, Eze Kanu na Afara Ibek. Ma ndị aka na-egbu, ma ndị atọrọla atọrọ, ma ndị nọ na nga. Chukwu Okike Abịama, anyị na-asị gị, ndị nke a nwụrụ anwụ
biko nabata ha, chewaa ha, nye ha ntụziaka ha ga-eji nwee ikikere na-enyere anyị aka anyị na-alụ ọgụ dịka nwanne anyị nwaanyị si kwuo na mmụọ ha nwa na-alụ ọgụ n'ime mmụọ, anyị nwa na-alụkwanụ na n'ihe. Chukwu okike biko n'ụbọchị taa anyị na-asị gị dozie ụmụ Biafra. Anyị na-asị gị biko onye ndu anyị nọ na nkwuchi, biko mee ka ndị ọjị ya hapụ ya. Asọ onye ji ihe nwata weli aka elu mgbe aka kara ya ya ewetu aka. Ụmụ Biafra anyị ga-adị ndụ nweta ihe anyị chọrọ. Onye ọbụla sị na anyị agaghị adị ndụ nweta ihe anyị chọrọ, ihe ọjọọ ga-anọ n'ọnụ ụzọ anyị na-eche ya. Onye ọbụla hụrụ ka anyị dị na-ebe, anya mmiri agaghị akọ ya n'anya. Anyị sekwuo n'elu kwuo n'ala. Ahịa nọ na ala Biafra, ala Biafra niile, ala Igbo niile, anyị na-akpọ unu n'otu n'otu. Eke Akpara, Ori Obibi, Afinye Ogwugwu, ahịa niile nọ n'ala Biafra, biko na anyị na-asị unu bịa lụọrọ anyị ọgụ ahụ. Onye ọbụla hụrụ ihe anyị na-eme si na ihe a awụghị ihe anyị kwesịrị ime, nna biko gbachie elu ka ọ gwa anyị otu anyị ga-esi eme ihe a ka anyị na-ayọ gị. Ndị ichie nọ nga ụmụ okorobịa, ụmụ agbọghọbịa, nna biko nye anyị aka ojiji ihe anyị na-alụkwanụ ọgụ eji ego alụ. Nye anyị aka ojiji anyị nwee ike na-amanye aka na akpa na-ewepụta ji na-eme ka ihe na-aga ka anyị siri chọọ ya. Ihe niile anyị na-arịọ gị, ihe anyị kwesịrị ịrịọ gị, ọ karịrị akarị, anyị agaghị elotecha ya, mana ọgụ nwawe onye masịrị unu. Anyị na-asị gị biko dịka isi wuru onye okike, mezuola anyị ihe ndị anyị niile anyị na-arịọ gị n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ma anyị yọrọ. Biko na unu ewela iwe, olu m dị loud enough ma microphone ọ na ya ma ọ nọ ya, unu ga-anụ olu m ka m kpurukwa okpu mkpu. Aga m awazi ọjị a ugbu a. Sanai, m ga-adịghịkwa ofu onye ga-egitere ebe m ihe ka m gbawa n'ọjị a. Ihe awa ọjị Igbo eshiri ala azụ weta. N'ala Igbo adịghị ọ ga-awakwa ikiri ndị mmụọ ege ma ntị, oge erula. Anyị awaala ọjị si ndị ichie Biafra, ndị ichie Biafra ndị nwe anyị bịa were n'ọjị. Anyị wụ ndị na-eweta na anyị chibe anyị nweta. Anyị na-akpọkwanụ ndị iche ala Britain si ha bịaka were ọjị. Anyị agaghị asị ka naanị anyị rie ọhịa anyị chọọ ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Anyị nwere onwe anyị, anyị ga-eme ka onye ihu rie onye azụ erie, otu ahụ ka o kwesịrị ịdịrị. Anyị na-asị ma ndị ichie ma ndị okenye ma ụmụ nwaanyị ma ụmụ nwata ndị nwere anwụ oge ọgụ, ana m asị ha unu bịakwa bịa were ọjị o. Anyị niile nọkwa n'ebe ugbu a ka anyị ga-akpa ọ nọ ebe a, mana aga m akpụpụkwa ka m ga-akpụpụ na ya na ose ọjị iji mee ka onye ọbụla iwu ndị mara na otu omenala a chịrị ede ha bịakwa were ọjị. Maazị Nice, ele onye nze ọzọ nọ nga ka ị ga-akwụrụ mmanya jizikwanye ya. Biko na onye chiri echichi n'ọhịa ọ yawa ga-abịa dịka mmanya.
Where's my book?
Nna m tụrụ gbọmgbọ ruwe ọ sị onye wetara ihe ọma na o wetara gịnị ndo otu anyị si na-eme ihe niile kwuru n'ose ọjị ihe niile kwuru n'ọjị ihe niile a chọrọ aka kwuo otu esiri kwuo otu aka ọ ga-adịgide ruo mgbe ebighị ebi onye isi ya na-awa aja ya were nke eme gịnị onye sikwa na ha gị ebi emekwere gịnị ihe ebibilo ihe ọma ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya and ihe ọma anyị na-ekwu ọ ga-adịgide ruo mgbe ebighị ebi otu anyị na-ekwu ya otu ka ọ ga-adịgide ruo mgbe ebighị ebi Chukwu odozi obodo bịa gee ntị n'olu anyị bụ ụmụ gị anyị gbakọrọ n'ebe a n'ụbọchị nke taa na-ayọ gị n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu ka ị gbadata keke kacha nke nwee na nwoke eji eji ọkwa onye obodo a ka ọ bịa bụrụ ma ndị obodo a na-agba ọsọ na-ahapụ ya ka ọ na-ata ahụhụ asa ahụhụ ma ọ na-ata ebue eji ya ka o zukwe ndị isi ahụ obodo onye si nwanne anyị nwoke agaghị ebi ya na onwe ebikwulo otu anyị kwuru otu ka ọ ga-adịgide Chukwu odozi obodo bịa gee ntị n'olu anyị na-ayọ gị ebe ọ dị ukwu na-asị gị n'ụbọchị taa ọ na-asị gị kekecheke ọ bụrụ mama m akụ nne m n'aka nne m anwụọ kubi ume gwụọ asị m ọ bụrụ nne m ya jidikwa ndị niile ji anyị ọteka ọha m n'olu n'ụbọchị nke taa asị Chineke nna biko ya gbaa anyị ume gojie anyị dụọ ihe niile ka anyị na-achọ n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ma
biko na ụlọ ahụ na ka o siri ka ahụzi onye chọrọ agba ili ya bịa were onye chọrọ ọchị ya bịa were anyị were ya oburu ibu ya
Elule n'aka dị n'aka dị aka ọcha. Let me get your voice, please. Let me get you to practice. Clap your hands.
I go on. I go on particular. Sorry, I will do this. Sorry, nice one. So I go on one of the particular prayed. You know, it's like a prayed. You know, they prayed unto this, and all of our Ise and all the amens, right? So now I can hit that. Bitakola. Orogbo. Mbo. So prayer has been offered. Ah, it's like you. How are you? I didn't actually see you any. No, I was like,
I saw you doing your thing. How are you?
very well.
Oh, so nice to see
I
you.
know. You're looking good.
Thank you. You too. It's good to see you at last.
Anyway, we'll see you around anyway. I'm still around. Good one. Yeah, no, I can't. Just to turn it to the front, I think it's this.
Okay, it's that one. Hey, my brother, my. Woo. Have I got it? No.
Well, that's video.
My brother, my good.
And we are all here.
He's trying to hide, but I caught him.
Yeah. I've been hiding running from my camera myself, so it's good to see you, man.
Thank you,
happy
sir.
anniversary and happy remembrance.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
It's so nice to see you, man. Thank you, man. So I have, say there are so many Maiyeguns that are really political fans here, right? And I don't want to be. I'm trying my best not to be the center of the attraction. Sure, you get. So I'm trying to kind of move away from the audience as the whole procession is taking place. But you see, there are people who are like, no, they will still come to me and be like, Maiyegun. But I want to, because I've been built to speak. So I'm going to be speaking there too soon. Yeah, I'm going to give us some, goodwill speech. So it's quite, it's really, lovely here. Everyone is just like mingling together. We are all like, kind of happy, you will say, okay? When I say happy, I mean good to see ourselves, coming out for something, standing up for something, and being counted as well. It's great, okay? And I don't know if I'm the only non-Igbo that is here, okay? Usually you will see others who are like a non-Igbo as well, okay? But I will be speaking around 1:30 at this gathering, right? Sometimes around 1 p.m. Now, if you are still on your way, I am still here, okay? Before I will have to leave back for Glasgow, okay? But it's really, really interesting. People who have chosen never to forget. You get what I mean now? Like, they choose never to forget, okay? When Nigeria chooses to bury them. Now, that's something that is admiring. That is something that those of us, somebody actually said something before, that if all of us are being sincere or honest, right? The state of Nigeria as we are right now, it's like everybody should actually be like the Biafrans. You get what I mean now? Like everybody should be like them, because what they are fighting for, the discrimination, the marginalization, all of this that they are suffering, are facing, and they are very outspoken about. They never keep quiet. Majority of other Nigerians are also suffering it. Sure, you get now. The injustice, the marginalization, the what do you call it? The denial, or should I say the stifle opportunities that we have there, whereby where you come from will determine what you will get or what you become. Sure, you get now. So a country that was supposed to like be, when they will say, oh, you are not supposed to be judged by where you come from, but the content of your character. So every one of us should actually be doing this. Okay, standing up to say this Nigeria, the force on us, is not working for us, and we will actually love something better. We will prefer something better. It is a universal global right. It's like a universal human right. Okay, self-determination, right? It is like a God-given right. Okay. Now, if somebody now says that is now an issue that will lead to you being profiled, persecuted, or even killed, then all of us should be out here, all of us, but we will get there. I believe that. So let me take you back to the ceremony, so that Prince Jejeman is about to perform, and thank you, sir. Nice one. So Prince Jejeman is about to perform, and he's performing his new song, and it's Parasite.
Parasite. Any relationship that do not add value to your life is what? A parasite. Oh, Thanks, Mr. Gentleman. Next on our agenda is to lay the wreath now. I think it's ready. We call on our UK MC. We call on our UK MC to please come forward so that those that will be saying the prayer will walk along with you to lay the wreath. Decide.
Chivo, that's Maiyegun General. Well done, sir.
The general.
Baba, big boy. Let's go, sir. You too.
Happy, one family. One family. Happy,
One family. Baba, nice one. Sight you.
I'll be saying the prayer. For the prayers, come forward, please.
Brother, TikTok and social media. Yes, I am. I see you all do it.
Please.
You don't want to follow me. You see today because I don't know if I really know say this person, right? I will obviously follow you, Baba. Because what I do is that when I finish like that, I will go back and I'll start like following, and they will say I'm like following too many at a time. Sure you get. But if I see yours now, of course now, we should do it before we leave here. Yes. Nice one, Baba.
Regional coordinators, please. Regional coordinators, these sacrifices and their continuing service, even in the spirit. All regional coordinators, please. You're needed here.
So it is time now to lay the wreath to commemorate the remembrance. And you can say it is the 54th remembrance. So these are the executives of IPOB here in the UK. So, yes, for the Biafrans who paid the supreme price 54 years ago, 57 years ago. And it's quite interesting though, right? It's a ceremony, it's a short ceremony to lay a wreath for them on the national flag of Biafra with the rising sun at the center of it. Quite massive. So that's the wreath laid as it should to commemorate as IPOB UK, the executives and
national anthem, please. National anthem. National anthem, please. Maiyegun.
About well done, sirs.
Please completely respect our dear nation, Biafra.
Biafra national anthem.
That we stop all other side attraction or transactions. Focus on the work that we have. Very important. The Biafra national anthem starting. Now,
All hail! All hail! All absolute silence, please. Let the back. No movement. No sound.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very well. How are you? Good. So they are currently having 2 minutes silence for the, for the repose of the souls of those remembered today. Okay, and it's quite a solemn, event. And if you have attended this, and let me tell you something, as you are watching this in the UK right now, as this is happening in the UK, it is happening in over 170 other countries right now. Okay, so you might see some countries that look like a major, which will say UK, US, Canada, but there are actually like over 170 other countries where the Biafrans are doing same thing, including Nigeria, in Biafra land. Okay, where from last night we have seen where we have seen where people have been offering prayers, vigils, candlelight, and all of that, just to remember the fallen heroes of Biafra, including women and children that were slaughtered and killed 54, 57 years ago. Okay, so and that is the end of the 2 minute silence. So they do that. So that's the end of the 2 minute silence. And now other speakers are going to speak, including myself. Very soon I'm going to be called up there to come and say, 1 or 2 good real messages, and I'm gonna do that. So thank you so much for joining. This is the 54th remembrance. You can call it the Remembrance Day of Biafra. 54 years after the end of the genocidal war in Biafra land, the needless war that Nigeria waged just to keep the Igbos in Nigeria. Now, they've kept the Igbos in Nigeria, kept the Eastern Nigeria in Nigeria, only for all of us to come and share this suffering together, like sufferness. So the question majority of people are asking today is that why did Nigeria keep the Igbos in Nigeria? Why? Did they keep them in Nigeria so that we can all share this shege, this sufferness, this suffering, loss of identity, and no right, no nothing? So this, and to some of you who believes that whatever Nigeria told you, okay, there's something you should know, okay? Nigeria is going to break up sooner or later. It's going to happen. Now, those who are keeping it together for now, they won't be able to keep it together for too long. Since they won't be able to keep it together for too long, right? So they are living on Baba.
Maiyegun General.
Baba. Yes, sir. How are you?
I love you. You're a great man.
Thank you, sir.
I came here today. I say I want to see Maiyegun.
You have to see. I have a member of the temple here.
Maiyegun General.
Thank you so much. And you are welcome to anyway.
Yeah.
I'm still coming because I'm going to speak there too. Sure, you get now. So, like I said, there are so many people here who are regulars on Maiyegun's diary political. Okay. And being regulars, it means that the moment they see my face, they want to say hi, right? And we are here for a ceremony. We are here for an event, and everybody is playing their own role, trying to kind of make the day okay. It is raining, or should I say it is started to rain now. But we are going to be inside here for now until we can't, okay? So, yeah, let me take you back to the, as I was saying, right? To those of you who are non-Igbos from the Eastern Nigeria for now, who believes that this is not necessary, I understand you. It's not your fault. Nigeria makes sure that this is not explained. Nigeria fought a genocidal war. They killed over 5 million people. And yet, this is not even taught in your schools. And that is why those of you who are non-Igbos, you will look at it and you can even call them looking for pity or a victim, this or that, because the criminals in Nigeria succeeded in hiding all of this. And what you have out there mostly are just the adulterated stories, okay? But if to say Nigeria was a real country, the history of the genocidal war of Biafra will be taught in schools in Nigeria. All schools in Nigeria will know about it, the truth about it. All the criminals that participated will be punished. The effort is to make sure that that never happen again. And that is why, because that was not done, today you will see Nigerians who are calling for a new genocide against the Biafrans. You will see non-Biafran, non-Igbos who are Nigerians calling for the killings of the Igbos because they were not taught. They were not taught that brutal and then a bloody war. They were not taught about it. So the hate and hatred that led to that war, then the genocide, is now more prevalent in Nigeria, whereby those of you who are today calling for the killing and the attack on the Igbos, like you think it's actually a thing, is because you were denied the opportunity to learn about what happened, to understand what happened, and live your life to make sure that that never happen again. But since you were not taught, you can watch my video and say, oh, they just love to be like victims. They love to complain and the rest of that. If any of my own ancestors, if over 4 million or 5 million of my own ancestors were killed, I will never love Nigeria. There's nothing you will tell me. There's nothing you will give me. Nothing. I will never love Nigeria. So then hiding the story, hiding the history from the people. You don't want them to know what happened. And then you wanted to live in a country that everybody can just pretend that everything is fine. Let's live together. Let's be friends. Let's be one nation. One nation of hateful people that want to kill the others. So that's why you can come onto my program and say all nonsense. Because to you, since you were not taught, to you, this is not necessary. And the reason why this is necessary is because what led to this, over 5 million people were slaughtered and killed in Nigeria, the Igbos, right? What led to that then is already happening in Nigeria again. And if care is not taken, there will be another civil war, another genocide. And I remember when Nnamdi Kanu said this. How many of you remember that? He was in London, he was in the UK, he had a life. But he joined others like this. Then he joined others to call the attention of the ruiners and the criminals of Nigeria to do the right by the people. Because one day, they will not be able to keep that contraption together. He said this.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu, and the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening.
We remember Major General Johnson Thomas. Remember. Colonel T.C. Onwatuegu. Remember. Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Ejike. Remember. Major Chukuma Kaduna Nzobu. Remember. Captain G.N.E. Ugala. Remember. Major C.J. Anukoro. Remember. Major G.O. Okafor. Remember. Second Lieutenant A.D. Mbadiwe. Remember. Lieutenant A.D.C. Ebuna. Remember. Captain A.L. Orok. Remember. Captain A.O. Abet. Remember. Major B.E. Nnamdi. Remember. Major Christopher Emelonwu, Captain Chukwueke, General Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, victims of the 1945 up to 1966 pogroms, victims of the Asaba massacre, for their dreams left unfulfilled and their lives taken too soon away from us, and humanity we remember. And may their courage be our inspiration and strength. Second reading. Second reading.
On behalf of our ECHO Deputy National, the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Chukwu Abiyama.
You say?
And there shall be no more torments touching them.
You say?
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. They are going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. For though they may be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastened, they shall be greatly rewarded, for Chukwu Abiyama approved them and found them worthy for himself.
Yes.
We remember our brothers and sisters, our fathers and mothers, and the children whose sacrifice kept the dream of Biafra based on truth, love, justice alive.
We remember.
We remember Major General Philip Effiong.
We remember.
Major General Alexander Maduebo. Colonel Achibong. General Achusie. Colonel Emmanuel Mwobosi. Lieutenant ECN Achebe. Second Lieutenant E. Obunnaya. Lieutenant Colonel G.O. Ogoweze. Lieutenant G.O. Mbabie. Captain H.A. Iloputive. Major I.E. Ekanem. Lieutenant Colonel I.C. Okoro. Captain I.U. Itika. Major J.I. Obienu. Major J.O.C. Hedi. The following use their talents to advance the Biafran cause. Mbazulike Amechi. Mazi Okokondem. Dr. Clement Okoro. Mazi Ugo Onyejiaka Honorable PRO. Mazi Maurice Prince. Pachino Achebe. May their courage be our inspiration and strength.
All hail Biafra. Following reading of Biafran, we are all calling upon the Most High Chukwu Abiyama to intervene in most of the people who have do the needful, and we are going to remember them. We remember Colonel Dennis Obiano. We remember Colonel Ikechukwu Obi. We remembered Colonel E.C. Okoye. We remembered P.O. Dike. We remembered Vincent Wabu. We also remembered all those who are falling for the restoration of Biafra. And we also remembered a light income raised up from the face from the east, and we said, we remember. May their courage be our inspiration and strength. That's how we have been.
While we sow our love.
The court, they remind us that our lives are to be lived in accordance with the values and ready to lay it for the cause of Biafra and salvation of humanity. When the call comes to lay down our feet,
Yeah.
we shall see
How are you, sir? Welcome, sir. Welcome. Baby. Nice one there. It's good to see you too. Nice one, sir.
In the markets.
So we want to take that picture of
and hospitals and Soviet things piloted by Egyptians.
Maiyegun General.
We remember. Elijah Anosike, Staff Sergeant Ewon Ejob, Warrant Officer Ndareke Oya.
We remember.
Staff Sergeant Jefferson Joko.
We remember.
Staff Sergeant Silvanus Ezruku.
We remember.
Sergeant Ivan Jimbudo.
We remember.
Corporal Pius Dike.
We remember.
Corporal Michael Apudike.
We remember.
Corporal Johnson Abu.
We remember.
Last Corporal Gabriel Okezie.
We remember.
Sergeant Mbane for Lawrence Afrum.
We remember.
Sergeant John Ukeje.
We remember.
Sergeant Major Albert Ogumba.
We remember.
Sergeant Hyacinth Obaj.
We remember.
Sergeant Emmanuel Ochi.
We remember.
Sergeant Peter Ejimako.
We remember.
Sergeant Nnanna Otujere.
We remember.
Sergeant Morris Abali.
We remember.
Sergeant Peter Ndubisi.
We remember.
Sergeant Obed Adini.
We remember.
Using a candle, raise it up facing the east. We say, may their courage be our inspiration and strength.
While we sorrow for our loss, let us lift up our hearts in thanks, even for their sacrifice. Right well fought, well fed, well done.
You're right, sir. So I'm trying to like show this to our people who are back there. They can't be here. So
You enable us to defend our duty in the battle of the Biafran quest and recognize society. Let them confess of their love, not of their life.
So it's been an interesting morning so far, and we're already like turning to noon already. So it's brilliant, and we have a lot of people here as well, like a lot of people to commemorate this year's remembrance, and that is the recitation of the names of our victims. Baba, new budget. Nice one.
Lance Corporal William Olani, Patron Innocent, Lance Corporal Josiah Onyejiaka, WO1 Joseph Mba, Lance Corporal Matthew Njumike, Sergeant Joseph Ibekwe, Lance Corporal Lawrence Ogbonnaya Kalo, WO1
Daniel Lawrence, Patron Christian Ifed, Lieutenant Reginald Ibe, Patron Patrick Osuji, Patron AK.
I just saw you there, like I was like, I couldn't be wrong. Like, you know, I'm glad you saw it too. Anyway,
Lieutenant Augustine Apo, Lieutenant Moses Ikejoba, Patron Ekwonye Ugochukwu, Patron Francis Ugochukwu, Patron Aaron Osigwe, Major Dominic Chilak and Wokoro, Major Mark Emelogo, Major Emeka Ekwenugo. Using a lighted candle, raise it up, facing the east. We say, may their courage be our inspiration and the strength.
The sixth prayer point. By the light of divine countenance, we shall then pass without fear in the face of our adversaries, through the valley of the shadows, and at last shall receive rewards of true virtue, of truth and honesty, and acquire the possession of Biafra land and of an immortal inheritance. For death cannot keep us from the face of Chukwu, whose strong grip will free us from Nigeria bondage and lift us out of shadows into the light that cannot die. In the numberless towns and villages in Nigeria and the rest of Africa and elsewhere in Europe and Asia, where we have lived, too many of them, we have endured cruel suffering, died in the hands of our fellow human beings, just because of who we are. We remember Staff Sergeant Afoboro, Staff Sergeant Peter Bassi, Sergeant Robert Bassi, Sergeant Michael Uche, Sergeant Boniface Njemanze, Corporal Timothy Isienyi, Corporal Sunday Amoli, Corporal Anthony Amoli, Corporal Paul Odakwo, Corporal Festus Nwodika, Corporal Dennis Kenechukwu Nwajiago, Corporal Barnabas Chibog, Captain Ugu,
we remember.
Corporal Agune Chemba Uchugu,
We remember.
Corporal Christopher Aniagolo,
We remember.
Corporal Godwin Ikechukwu Afunugo,
We remember.
Sergeant Obogo Peter Ohakwe,
We remember.
Sergeant Richard Ogu,
We remember.
Sergeant Chukwuemeka Okenwa,
We remember.
Corporal Oliver Onyekwe.
We remember.
Using a lighted candle, rise it up facing the east. We say, may their courage be our inspiration and strength.
You see,
On behalf of our First Lady, generations of victims. On behalf of our First Lady, Lola Uchechi Ukukalo, generations of victims and martyrs, still their blood cries out from the earth. What can we say? What can we do? How do we bear the unbearable or accept what life has for our people? We know that all that was born must die. But how do we compare the slow passages of time with the callous slaughter and starvations of millions of innocents caught up before their time, that lived with faith and hope, not all but most, and surely must die with faith in God? In life, in the goodness that even flames cannot destroy,
May we find a way to increase the strength of that faith. That trust sure sense that life and soul endure beyond this body's death. You remember. Corporal William Agbata. Corporal Okori Agu. Corporal Wilfred Azuke Wike. Corporal Reginald Gray. Corporal Joseph Adaka. Lieutenant Colonel Silas Uzumba. Lieutenant Corporal Morris Ibekwe. Private Joseph Ibe. Private Canelo Sugwana. Private John Ekuba. Private Stephen Uche. Private Ekwechukwu Uche. Private Uche Nwobealo. Private Uruaya Ogele. Private Damen Nwosu. Private Emmanuel Nwo Ahamua. Lieutenant Colonel Dixon Nweke. Lieutenant Corporal Cyril Uguanya. Lieutenant Silas Uwagara. Lieutenant Sunday Umuchuarba. Lieutenant Uguaho Ensukwisili. Corporal Innocent Achubu. Lieutenant Colonel Ayosubu Amare Madike. Using a light candle raised up facing the east, we say, may their courage be our inspiration and strength.
All hail Biafra. Though we are driven out of our homes when we need them the most, to foreign lands where we live in agony and untimely death, we are still full of hope more than ever because we have you, Chukwu Okike Abia. At home, our enemies use our own misguided people to poison us, to ambush us, to point out to the enemies. Yet, we continue the mission both in flesh and in spirit because we have you, Chukwu Okike Abia. The Chukwu Okike Abia sent us on this mission and we cannot fail. With you, Chukwu Okike Abia, with our hope and our Redeemer, our victory is assured. We remember Chimobi Okafor, aka Waka Waka Biafra. We remember Commander Ikonso.
Remember.
Biafra unknown hero. His name, Bruce Mero, is his name.
Remember.
Bruce Mero was a Columbian University student, 20 years of age, from Old Westbury, New York. Bruce Mero burned himself to death on the lawn of the United Nations building, United Nations headquarters, to protest the genocide on Biafrans being committed during the Nigerian Biafra War, with a big sign that read, "You must stop."
How's it going? So, It has been a very busy morning where the Biafrans and the lovers of freedom, friends of Biafra, are converging in London in front of the Parliament building in London, where we are remembering the victims of Nigeria's Biafra war between 1967 and 1970. But prior to that, there has been ongoing program against the Igbos in Nigeria, starting from 1931. But the most recorded ones are those killings in northern Nigeria, Kanu, where over 33,000 Biafrans were slaughtered in a space of just a few days in Kanu, which also led to their own governor, Odimegwu Ojukwu, asking all Biafrans, Igbos, to return back to the east, because the only place that was safe for the Igbos at the time was eastern Nigeria. So while many of them were going back to safety, many did not make it down to the eastern part of Nigeria. They were slaughtered, they were killed in that genocidal war that followed as well. Now, 54 years after that genocidal act, the Nigerian government has not given any genuine recognition for that act. The criminals who carried out the genocide, majority of them were rewarded. I told you, majority of them were rewarded. They went on to become ruiners and rulers of Nigeria. And therefore, the victims of the genocide, the Biafrans, it was never to be talked about. In fact, when Gowon was announcing it, and then the Biafran army were surrendering to Nigeria, Gowon was practically just said, there is no winner, there is no vanquish. All those that died, they are gone. Like, let's just move on, like nothing happened. And that's exactly what they did. And that is why today, not like in Rwanda, when similar thing happened in Rwanda, they killed less than 1 million people in Rwanda. In Biafra, they killed over 5 million people. Okay? Now, in Rwanda, where 1 million people were killed, they managed to make sure that those who participated or carried that genocide out, right? Even till tomorrow, they are still being haunted. The reason is because that must never happen again. And the only way to prevent any program or any ethnic cleansing or what have you is to punish those who initiated it, is to punish those who actually carried it out. Then you tell the story to the generation after and tell them what happened and why it must never happen again. But Nigeria hide it, hoping that it's going to disappear. People are just going to move on and forget. Now, people would have moved on if Nigeria had been fair. What Ojukwu told them, including Ojukwu's deputy, that that surrendered to Nigeria. He said, "Well, you might have broken the spirit or what have you of the Biafran fighters, but I will warn you to treat the survivors right, treat the Igbos right. If you don't treat the Igbos right, you see the children of all these that died in this war, all their descendants, they will come back one day. And you see what you think you have won now. It is just a Pyrrhic victory. A Pyrrhic victory means victory that is not real. Okay? But let's just pretend it is victory. So Nigeria would have had a victory if those who carried out the genocide, those who carried out the war crimes, they were punished and not rewarded. Then the story of the Civil War is told, that all of us are told the story of the Civil War, so that every one of us who is drumming the beat of a war, right? We can be very careful. But Nigeria chooses not to teach us, because those who fought the Civil War then, they are still fighting it in their head, and they want me and you to continue fighting it for them, and there is nothing in it for us. So the descendant of the Igbos, that they failed to actually look into their grievances at the time, as advised by Ojuku's deputy. Now, the children are grown, and they are not going to look away, which simply means whether we like it or not, Biafra is going to come. Because the injustice that led to all of that is still existing today, if not worse. The only thing that hasn't happened is for Nigeria to officially declare war on Biafra again. But there is an unofficial war already, where the Nigerian army are carrying out a genocide in eastern Nigeria, covering it up. Now, that is something that in a few years' time could trigger another civil war. Nigeria won't survive it. That's why a lot of us are saying, let's do it peacefully. Let's discuss this union. Or continue forcing ourselves together. Well, we will be having another civil war, and Nigeria won't survive it. I promise you.
Baba, have you spoken to any of our guys, yeah? I think just on screen for just a few minutes.
Sure. One moment. Because I was going to actually do that, but we were so busy there anyway. So, sir, I have here one of the participants, the Biafran, I call them Biafran Avengers. So, one moment, too. And you would like to say one or two things, sir. Thank you so much, for joining me and choosing to speak to us. So, do you mind tell us what's going on here today and how is it so far?
First of all, my name is Ibe.
Great.
Known as Chiezo, Speaker of Truth. I have to start by thanking you, Chief Maiyegun General, for your efforts. Not only trying to save the indigenous people who are so unfortunate to be lumped up and called Nigerians, but saving humanity. When you are doing that, you are saving humanity. We are in the United Kingdom today. United Kingdom is made up of 4 ethnic nationalities who willingly came together to form a union called the United Kingdom. Willingly. But Nigeria is made up of 376 ethnic nationalities forced together under the force of arms by the Europeans and called Nigeria and handed to Britain to manage for them, and the British government handed it over to the Fulanese to take charge of. And today what we are witnessing is death, blood flow. Just a little scratch to history. For those of us who wish to dig deeper, I still know from my research, I know because sometimes you see some Nigerians, both professors, those people that are used to, digging things up, talking about Nigeria from the periphery, from the surface. But those professors, you are PhD holder, you are whatever you are. One thing I will have to tell you today is that Nnamdi Kanu has woken up the spirit, the Biafra spirit in us, which has now made us, those of us who are researchers, we now research even further, deeper. Now, for a start, in 1854, the Presbyterian Church of Biafra was established in Calabar by Scottish by the Scottish people, a few Scottish guys. 1854. That was about 30 to 31 years before Otto von Bismarck, the then German leader, gathered his fellow Europeans in Berlin to form the nation called Nigeria.
That's right.
So Biafra was there before the entity called Nigeria.
That's right.
In 1854, there was a Presbyterian Church of Biafra, which Nigeria, in its criminality, later converted and called what? Presbyterian Church of Nigeria. All right? So we've been there before the formation of Nigeria, before the Europeans even thought about forming Nigeria. All right?
Sir.
So, Maiyegun General, I wouldn't take much of your time.
Thank you so much.
What you must know is
sir.
That what we are doing here today is the spirit. Remember that the great man, the general, next to Ojukwu, told Nigerian government, if you don't take care of these people we are handing over to you today, that's right, that Biafra will re-emerge. And that is what we are doing today. No eat and no peace, that we are going to end this by getting Biafra. We're not going to hand it over to our kids. You can see these little children today. The Biafra spirit is going into them too. We are not going to leave it to them. The Biafra must come in our time. All hail Biafra. All hail
Biafra. Nice one, sir. I appreciate that. I think they want me to. Where's Prince Jejeman? You might need to help me hold the phone for a few minutes, man. Just say hello to everybody, okay, because they will soon call me.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm live, that's why.
Okay, okay.
See, okay. So you just need to help me keep it moving.
Okay.
I come back.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, if you hold it this way, before you hand the AQ, me have a change hand.
Okay.
But if you hold on with one, then if you hand the AQ, Baba.
We appreciate your presence.
Maiyegun
General and his man.
No, not really, but you feel if you want. If you want to show something.
I was actually listening to your program before today, and you said you are coming.
I knew that. I also think that I would actually hear that.
Most children are pregnant and harmless children. On the 15th of January 1970, they celebrated what they called an end to their killing. But it's a shame that 54 years plus on, the same intent is prevalent. The killing continues. And the question is, for how long will we carry on like this? Enough must be enough. An end must come to criminality. An end must come to illegality. Nigeria is a crime scene.
Yes, so
all the conduct and proceedings in Nigeria are illegal. Which you have seen, starting from the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. And unfortunately, the citizenry as well. And that is why we must extricate ourselves from the contraction called Nigeria, because we are children of light. We are children of Umuchukwu. IBOD championed this extrication mission to free us from this oppression, repression, and depression. Our great leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in pursuit of this divine mandate, has been chased down all over the world and is currently still under illegal incarceration in the hand of the Janjaweed. Nearly 3 years now, despite the fact that he has been pronounced by their own court of prudence and jurisdiction, the Federal Court of Appeal, to be innocent and therefore discharged and acquitted, they are still holding on to him illegally. We have tried to be patient. We have tried to be reasonable as much as we can. We've done all within our powers. Heaven and earth to bear us witness that even when we have been pushed to the wall, we have remained civil. We have remained civilized in our conduct. But enough must be enough. Yes. An end must come to criminality. An end must come to illegality. When Nnamdi Kanu must be released. And we are here again today in front of this iconic building where all the laws that are supposed to serve humanity, where all the rules that are supposed to represent civilization come from in this country, to make another demand to say, free Nnamdi Kanu right now. Does that mean that pretend for the sake of oil and gas, we abandon their own, one of their own, to suffer such persecution? We don't think that anything more than what has happened will happen to you. But if the worst happens, the world will hear it. I urge all of us here, family members of IPOB to continue in your ways and manners, which have been proven in more than 108 countries of the world to be very accessible.
Biafran.
All over the world, countries recognize IPOB. Therefore, IPOB cannot and has never been a terrorist organization.
Parliament.
We again want to put it to this parliament. We have written them several times, but we want to put it again. We will do the same as the Prime Minister's office, and even at the still high.
Biafrans, IPOB,
to remind
family,
them,
United
Nnamdi
Kingdom,
Kanu has not committed any crime
gathered
to
here
man,
today. And we are privileged
all we have been asking is a
to
simple
have
referendum
one of our icons,
our own future.
one of our own
Use it and
special one, Maiyegun General. He is in the house. Maiyegun General is here today, and very soon he will be coming on stage to make his own speech. And we are going to hear him. Maiyegun is a voice of the voiceless. And we have many dignitaries here today. Also, the Julie of Love, Justice, and Peace is here also. She's here also. Yes.
Biafra Nigeria. Nigeria.
Yes. This is my diary. Political reporting here live from Parliament Square, London, United Kingdom. Maiyegun is here to cover this great occasion of the Biafran Heroes Remembrance Day. I am anchoring with him, and I am Prince Jejema behind the camera, alongside with the great Maiyegun General, who is about to come on stage. Respect, right? Oh, hey, Biafra. Yes. Yes. IPOB family worldwide is ever standing.
We are going to take some
despite
speeches,
the kidnapping of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in June 2021. Today is 3 years, going to 3 years that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB was kidnapped from Kenya by the then Buhari Fulani led government. That brutal terrorist government was the one who also kidnapped Omar Diko in London in the 80s. Today, the
with us again.
atrocity continues. Terrorists supposed to be in this.
To be here this year. So I am happy. Usually I feel so welcomed. And usually people say to me that if not because I tell them that I'm a Yoruba, that they could possibly believe, maybe I'm Igbo. And I love that. So we, we are celebrating today, or should we say we are remembering the people, our loved ones and family and our ancestors, descendants and all that were unjustly, I would say, because it was like a needless war. But here we are today. The injustice that led to the death of over 5 million people, including women and children, is still happening in Nigeria today. And I am someone who has done my own personal, research to know that the Igbos, the systemic profiling of the Igbos in Nigeria today, right, didn't start today. And we have been doing our best to say, listen, if Nigeria had to kill 5 million people to keep the Igbos in Nigeria, only for all of us to be suffering now. So I do ask, if I have a chance of asking those who did all of that, why did you keep the Igbos in Nigeria? For all of us to be seeing all this shaking. But here is something. Like I said, the deputy to Ojukwu, what's his name again? Philip Effiong, God bless you. He did say something, and this was like about 54 years ago. 54 years ago, when Gowon came out and said, no winner, no vanquish, after killing women and children, a war criminal, that's what Gowon is, a war criminal. However, he came out and he said, no winner, no vanquish. What does that even mean? Does that mean that those who carried out genocide, they were going to like walk away? And indeed they did walk away. They ended up being the ruler and ruiners of Nigeria. But 54 years after, the children of those they killed are grown now. And they are asking, why are you keeping us as part of Nigeria? So, brethren, today, the word of Nnamdi Kanu continue to ring bells. Nigeria is not too big to break. I need you to know that. Nigeria is not too big to break up. Okay? But Nigeria will break up. Nice one. Not because you want it or because they don't want it. It is because the injustice that led to the killing of 5 million people that is so much underreported is still going on in Nigeria now. And Nnamdi Kanu said, if they don't stop, Nigeria will fight another civil war, and Nigeria will not survive this time around. So we kind of want to save them and save, that's why we said, break up Nigeria now peacefully and save lives. Nigeria is not at war, but Nigerians are dying like they were in Syria. I've seen Gaza, I've seen news of Gaza, I've seen news of Ukraine. But people in this country don't even have a clue that more people are dying in Nigeria than these places where they are dropping bombs and all of that. And Nigerian government is behind the killings. You know, if you have those who are coming to attack your country and you want to defend yourself, it's a different ball game. Then you can recruit your citizens and bring all of them together and say, let us fight and defend this place. But what do you do if your government is behind the systemic killings? Who do you report to? Definitely you have to take it upon yourself. And I, as a person, believes that whether we like it or not, the breakup of Nigeria is inevitable. And the least we can do, like you are all doing right now, please don't let us leave it for our children. Let's do it now and do it now. Our children may not be able to survive this, but whatever it is, right, whether we get it now or we get it later, posterity will be kind to all of us. So I say thank you to everyone. Keep it up. I was part of that of Edinburgh last year. I'm in London this year, and I promise I'll be part of the next one. Anyway.
Maiyegun General, we're glad to have you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. At the moment now, the next item now is to call on our very own man, Prince JJ Man, to now entertain us, trying to shake the body a bit. JJ Man, please. Over to you. JJ Man, please come down.
That's why I can connect your Bluetooth after you get Akase.
Oh, 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 we are going home, whether they like it or we are going, whether they like it or Biafra is our home. UK is beautiful, but Biafra is more beautiful. We are going home, and one day we shall be in Biafra. Oh, yeah, we'll be singing together. If I say, you know they give, oh, you say give, give, give. If I say, you know they only take, oh, say take, take, take. Oh, you know they give, oh, only take, take, take. That's how we only takes. They never give. DJ, are you ready? CJ, are you here? Okay, we want to give them Parasites. I hope Parasites is on the line. Yeah? Are we ready? Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Jabba.
You be parasite, you be parasite, sing parasite every day, parasite begging for unity, because they cannot live alone. Why, unity, yeah, parasite. I love you, I love you. Let us go, Sakala, you did why, one Nigeria, we begging for unity. One yeah. Parasite, 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 why parasite, 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 why I think you don't see the one to go, no. I think you don't hear one Ghana, no, no, no. Have you heard one America, no. Only one Nigeria, why unity, yeah. No, 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 no. I love my no. I love you. Nigeria, we begging for unity.
One Nigeria, Najaboda unity. So that this community that we survive. Wow. Mysterious mix. Oh, DJ, are you ready? We want to get the second track, but before we go, let them know that Buhari did what kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu. The world needs to know that Nigeria APC government and kidnapper government, they be kidnapping from the 80s to this moment. People are dying in Nigeria. Kidnapping is going on, but nobody is reporting it. But thank God today, Biafrans, we are here to tell our story. Oh, DJ, are you ready? Give us kidnapper president. Buhari say baba is alright. Kidnapper president. Kidnapper president. Kidnapper president. Kidnapper president. 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 Mr. Ballot.
I'm not seeing my face.
You want to? Yeah. I'm gonna have to like. Hey, sir. I'm very well, sir. How are you, sir? How are you, ma'am?
Yeah,
thank you. Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It's good to see your face.
Yeah.
Good to see you. So it's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. General. Yes, I'll bring it up now because it's a live video. Yeah. So no, there is. All hail Biafra. Bless you, man. Yes, so all hail Biafra. That's right. That's it. That's right.
Now the prof, now the king, the master of the social media. In fact,
All of us here.
if you never know him, you never started. Know him.
You get mad.
I get mad.
No, you get mad.
No, that's not it. I don't know you. You don't know.
Well, you say so. I agree.
Now, what do you be?
If you say so, I agree. So, let's see, Papa. Nice one. Oh, Biafra. That's right. So we are all here having fun. It's actually really fun, right? I've got lots of people here as well. Oh, that's right.
Both the dead and the living.
You can hold, you can hold this and take it. That free control. You can stretch your hand out and all of that. If you press your volume. Yeah, like this.
Okay, like snap.
So instead of using two and three, you can pay for that side. If you do it like this, you can take it. Yeah, just press your volume.
All those bags, the drinks need to come at the back page.
So if you check it now, it's already taken.
And while they're in our bags and our drinks.
So it is easier that way than trying to use two hands, but you can just stretch it out.
Everything at the back.
Nice one, sir.
I will show you something. Maybe you will go online and check.
Okay.
This my book.
Oh, hell, Biafra.
You go to inequality, tension and conflict, and then the other one is Africa, the way forward. These two, inequality, tension and conflict, and Africa, the way forward. If you go to Waterstone, Gog, Amazon, you will see.
Yeah.
So,
are we at the Oh, Biafra!
If you come around and you have to type, oh yeah? Aberdeen is a stretch. So you don't want to go to Aberdeen and then come to no wahala, sir. Nice one, sir. Nice one, eh? God bless you too.
Oh, Biafra! Oh, Biafra! Oh, Biafra! Oh, Biafra! Oh,
like it's actually really going down here. It's really going down, and the atmosphere is charged. Okay, and a lot of people are kind of like getting the buzz into it now. Like, sir, Baba, I cite you, sir. God bless you, sir. And you too. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thank you for having me. It go happen. Not time. It go happen. I don't talk. I say nobody say you want or you know one time go make it happen. You see what they do? That kind of marginalization, that injustice. Let them keep it up.
Exactly.
You see those who still think Nigeria can last, they will join us to demand for the breakup of Nigeria because the injustice will touch everybody. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. You get?
Yes. Thank you.
About nice one, sir. You enjoy your stay, right? Nice one. So I am, having a chat with as many participants as possible, okay? And it's quite interesting. But I'm going to go back and show you the video of what is going on in there. And very soon we're going to round this up, okay? I have managed to share this for 2 hours, which is great. 2 hours. So let me show you. So we have other performers who are also like performing. Let's see. Shifo, come and say something to my people now. Say something to my people. Sir.
all the time. We are ready.
Thank you so much. So we are here today again. Odogu. They say Odogu no be what's it called? No be small boy name.
No big guy.
You be no big guy. So you be cheer. Now here we are. where the spirit of Biafra continue to rise, not dying, and many descendants of the Biafra, right? They continue to hold the torch. So here we are for the 2024 edition of the Remembrance Day. How do you feel about today?
Well, Maiyegun General, thank you first of all for coming to this beautiful occasion. I'm very, very happy. As you can see, if you look around, you see all the IPOB people all over UK. People, I met someone from Stevenage, someone from Nottingham, people from Edinburgh like yourself, Scotland. You can see that we are all happy because today we are celebrating we are remembering our heroes and heroines and those that died for Biafra and those that, you know, fought for us. Even the IPOB people that are murdered.
Yeah, the recent victims.
In Onitsha, in Enugu, that died for this, our struggle. We remember them today. And we cannot deal without them. So we are just paying respect to them and also using this opportunity to remind the UK government, as you can see, we're in the Parliament Square. So this is where all the laws are made. And this is where Harold Wilson in 1967, when the Nigerian Biafran wars ended, Harold Wilson made a rule here and they gave Nigerian people ammunition to kill Biafrans. So that's why we are here today also to remind the British people that we want to go. Like I told you last time we met, we have 3 options. Option 1 is Biafra. Option 2 is Biafra. Option 3 is Biafra. So we have no choice. So whether they like it or not, Biafra we must get.
Inshallah, it has to come. See, there is another one reminding the British government every now and then that the Biafrans are still here, of course, and they are happy to go back home if the British government can at least stop supporting Nigerian government in killing Biafran or targeting them.
Yes.
Like the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
It's been over 2 years now.
It's 3 years in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 years in another 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
now,
2 to 3 weeks now.
2 to 3 weeks. So here we are again, having an opportunity to send out the voice again. What would be your message again, not just to the British government, but even to Nigerian government, violating the international law, breaking their own law too, to keep an innocent man in jail, all for this? Well, what would you like to say to them?
My message to Nigeria is that our Igbo adage says that whoever holds what belongs to a child, when his hand or his or her hand start penning the person must bring the hand down. So I'm telling Nigerian government to release our leader. Whether they like it or not, Biafra will come. There's nothing they can do to stop Biafra. We are children of those that have been murdered, that have been killed week in, week out. Those they murdered in 1967 to 1970, we are all their children. And I'm telling Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu because there's no point of Nigerian government holding him. Nigerian government is violating their own rules and violating their own laws. So Nnamdi Kanu has been to the court and the court set him free. Still, Nigerian government is holding him. Why are they holding him? So Nigerian government is an embodiment of evil. Nigerian government is an embodiment of everything that's not good. So we are now telling Nigerian government enough is enough. IPOB in London is telling Nigerian government enough is enough. We want Nigerian government to release our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, because he has committed no single crime. So he committed no single crime.
Referendum is not a crime.
So they went to Kenya and kidnapped him and returned him to Nigeria. We are only asking for referendum. As you rightly said, referendum is not a crime. So we want to tell Nigerian government they cannot stop us. They cannot stop us. All our option is Biafra. They can only waste our time, but we are telling them their time is up. They should release our leader and give us a date for referendum, and we are going home.
Thank you so much.
As for the UK government, they are about to control immigration. We are promising them, let them support Biafra referendum. As soon as Biafra is granted referendum and we conduct a referendum and get our independence, we all leave.
We leave the UK for them.
We are not going to stay here. We leave and go and build a place. Britain is beautiful. We want Biafra to be beautiful. We don't want our children, our brothers and sisters to go into the sea, try to cross the sea to come to Britain to seek asylum. This is not what we want. So we want full independence. So we are using this opportunity to beg the British government also to support Biafra referendum so that we can hold our own referendum, just like Scotland did did their own referendum as well. So we have right, and Article 20 Article 20 of African Human Charter, he made it clear that we have the right for self-determination.
That's right.
So I don't know, and then Nigeria is a signatory to this article.
That's right.
So I don't know why Nigeria is not adhering to all these laws. So I asked Britain government to talk to Nigerian government to release our leader and give us a date for referendum. That's what we're asking for. And they should stop killing us. They're killing our children, our mothers, raping our mothers, killing children week in, week out. We are tired of seeing blood of our people being killed week in and week out. So thank you very much.
God bless you. That was hard.
Thank you.
It's not like a word on map. So it remains there.
Thank you.
Diary. God bless you,
Thank you.
Enjoy your rest of the day. Okay. Nice one. Hey, sir.
Very well. I just see one of these days I will see you in person.
Now you are.
Because I will watch you and they follow you. I see this guy, I will see you in person. But
finally, and now here we are.
You did a great job, seriously. You did a great job. Thank you so much.
And thanks for all the support as well.
Honestly,
Thanks so much for having me as well, right?
honestly, it's, look, if you want to please everybody, then you can send it. So yes, some groups are bigger, and you say if they have been said, it have to be said. So I appreciate you, my friend. I really do.
Really. God bless you. I mean, I really have the chance of meeting a lot of people,
Yeah.
But when I do appreciate that stuff. Because it's like, well, seriously, I appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your time here, okay, sir? Nice one, sir. So we are having a wonderful time here. When I say a wonderful time, I mean where brothers are relating so well with one another. And this time around, there's no any form of a discrimination. Okay? And yeah, because I'm Maiyegun, so I have a lot of them who already know this face. Those who already know the face, Maiyegun this, Maiyegun that. And majority of them just want to say thank you to me. And I'm also saying thank you to them, as it should be. Sure you get. So without you, there is no Maiyegun. And when I have a chance of meeting every one of you like this, or I get to see people who actually have to walk to me and say, oh, well done, you are doing well, and all of that. So this is the reason why I will continue, okay, to do my best and do my bit in waking up the consciousness of our people, okay? We need to be conscious. We need to be politically conscious. It is by being politically conscious that you'll be able to resist any form of a manipulation. Manipulation from those whose job is to actually keep us under the bondage, their control. So their manipulation easily happens only if the rest of us are not really politically conscious. But being politically conscious means you can't be deceived. You cannot be deceived, you cannot be manipulated, and you cannot be used for something that is not, or something that is against yourself. Okay? So it's wonderful, and I love this. I do. I love the fact that people actually continue, despite the persecution, despite the threat and all that comes with this. People keep standing. I mean, they keep standing up, and I love that. That's what I love for the Biafrans. If you ask me, it is their resistance. So Prince Jejeman, come, let me interview you. So I have spoken to a few people. Is your voice okay?
Yeah, my voice is okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
So Prince Jejeman, I'm going to interview you where you are going to, one second, where you are going to tell us how today is, and then, you send that message to the Janjaweed, you call them, ma'am. Right. Is that you living?
I love you. No, I'm not living.
No, don't be here.
No, not yet.
Okay. So
as long as you're here.
I'm still here, of
Yes,
course.
yeah.
I want to interview the prince.
One of our regional coordinator.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, ma. Well done.
They put me there to become the mother.
Yeah, and you have been mothering them.
Yeah.
That's a very good one, ma'am.
Yeah, so when he talks and I hear he said, today's shaking. That was just laughing. He said, shaking.
You know, it is what it is. So, Prince Jajaman, let's talk. We are here today. You are a very strong pillar for the IPOB and Biafra. Like you have told me many times, and you've told all of us. You know, when they ask you what are the options you like, so option 1 is Biafra, option 2 is Biafra, option 3 is Biafra, and it's the only option. So, and you have been very consistent with that. So today we are celebrating the 54th remembrance anniversary, but it is also it's going to be the third one, if not fourth one, consecutively that has been done without Nnamdi Kanu. So which kind of always casts a shadow on every year celebration since he was kidnapped. Okay, so and that has made it more like for the Biafrans, right, to have 2 celebration: 1, remembrance, and 2, the second one for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. So Prince Jajaman, today, how do you feel about the whole journey so far, and about today as well? How do you feel?
I would say it's a mixed feeling.
Okay.
To your question, it's a mixed feeling because one, we are doing the remembrance of our fallen heroes, and secondly, the freedom of our
leader.
great leader, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB. Okay, so that's why I put it as a mixed feeling. Okay, but one thing that for sure is that we are confident in what we are pursuing, knowing that it's a legitimate cause. It's a legitimate cause. Self-determination is not a crime, and yes, one fighting for his or her own freedom and right is not a crime. All right. But even though they try to criminalize it in Nigeria, because they have all criminal tendencies, and that opens concentration camp. Okay, so today you can see this IPOB family here, because when they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, their intention was to weigh down our spirit, to make sure that they attack our leadership, and where they say the way you smack the shepherd, the sheep will scatter. This is what they thought. That, but they don't understand that the way this foundation of IPOB was formed and built, it's very solid. It's not built on one person. As Nnamdi Kanu, everyone you see here is Nnamdi Kanu. You understand? So for them, it's a great mistake for them to take away Nnamdi Kanu. And then Nnamdi Kanu that they took has brought them all their evil to limelight, the evil going on in Nigeria. And to make matter worse, you can see that criminals have hijacked the seat of power of Nigeria. The current president is a known drug lord in America. He escaped in America, he changed his name, changed his identity, and came back to Nigeria, the crime scene where criminal flourish. He came back there and they wangled his way into governorship. Today, he's now the president of Nigeria. It can only happen in Nigeria, in Africa, or in the world. So it's very appalling. And that's why you can see we are here today, celebrating at the same time, asking for the immediate release of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu has told them that the dragon flag is up and it will not go down until Biafra is restored. And then Nnamdi Kanu has also told them that it's Biafra or death. You understand? So, not that we want to die, we want to be alive to get our freedom. But Biafra or death, meaning that there is no going back. It's to the last man standing, and that is what they should get into their head. And for those who are still thinking or hoping to make Nigeria work, you can see that criminal cannot add value to your life. You understand? And in any relationship that you have, there's no value. You know, they are only sucking the blood of Nigerians. All the Commonwealth, few people, few criminals who studied abroad in foreign country like UK, America, and learn how to promote their criminality. They bring them all back to Nigeria. You understand? And you think that they are elite, they are wise, they are intelligent, they have gone to acquire good knowledge. No, a criminal is a criminal any day. You understand?
So thank you so much, Prince Jejeman.
Welcome,
your
brother.
friends are seeing you and they love seeing your face. Oh, is this Prince Jejeman? I mean,
Yes, Temple of Truth.
you know what I mean? So, Prince,
Yeah.
we are remembering the people that died during that genocidal war. Then we are also remembering those who stood up and fought to hold Nigeria and the rest of the world for more than 3 years, right? Unexpectedly, and to the shock of even the Britain and the rest of them at the time. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came, and somehow, the murderers in Nigeria, starting with terrorist Boko Haram, all right, they decided to put a target on the back of Nnamdi Kanu. But before they got to Nnamdi Kanu, they first criminalized the activity of self-determination by going after innocent people in Igbo land, making some of them disappear, killing some and jailing some. In fact, there was a time that they took over 100 Igbo young men and women to Suleja prison. And it was after a year that somebody discovered that was where they took them. Why their family members, everybody didn't even know where they were. So here we are, remembering those who have died, that they didn't die in vain. Remembering those who have become the persecuted in Nigeria today. So you, some of them are watching you right now. If you have anything to say to them, to the Biafrans back in Nigeria right now, what would be that message to them?
Well, the message I want to give to every Biafrans is that they should be focused. Be focused. What IPOB stands for is for the freedom of our people. And we need all your maximum support. That's all that we need. You understand? You can see what is going on in different parts of the country. All the Biafrans in Nigeria, you can see how their properties are being destroyed in different places. Terrorist attack in different places. You can see it. Lagos is happening. There in the north, you are not safe. So what I want to tell all of you is that in Nigeria, there is no hope. You thinking of how to make Nigeria work. You thinking that anywhere that you are, you must make that place conducive for yourself. No, let me tell you, without government creating an enabling environment for you, you can never strive. No matter the millions you have, that million can disappear in a second. They can kill you and take everything away. You understand? You saw the coastal highway in Lagos. They destroy landmark, a business that is providing thousands of jobs. They destroy it under a second. You understand? Who owns that landmark? Is it not a Biafran, an Igbo man that owns it? You understand? So how many? Do you know how many millions of dollars? About 200 million, million worth of properties that he have there. Everything was destroyed. Do you understand? So I don't know what how much you want to, another land that you want to buy somewhere, you want to develop. So be wise. Ojukwu, when he came to develop, commission them the trade fair market, he called them Ewu. When he saw the structure that they put there, he called them Ewu. You understand? Aguruno, you know, when your investment gets home, that's when the investment is secured. You know that one thing they are doing in Nigeria, when they say security, you can see that by their own Nigeria terror index and insecurity index, Southeast is lower in the security statistics. You understand? Southeast, despite all the shouting in the media, they are promoting more and more insecurity in the site. Why? It's because they want to discourage you from going home to invest. Do you understand me? That's what they are doing. So I want you to forget about all their distraction, forget their distraction and do what? And come back home, think home. Biafra, we are going. That is for sure. Nigeria is not sustainable. The currency is down. The economy is down. Poverty everywhere. People are dying of malaria is killing more than what Boko Haram is killing, but it's not being recorded. Don't you people know? You have no government. That's what we are telling you. We that are abroad, we are tired of staying abroad. We want to come back home and develop our land. We are thinking like human being. It's only animal that doesn't think of his own environment, doesn't think of how to what would I say?
I'll excuse you for a second, then you come back on the screen. Quickly answer him.
Okay.
Oh, okay, then he will come then. Okay, okay. They want more entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my people, what I'm telling you is that any human being thinks of self-preservation. That's why you see white people, they make sure that they give their people benefits, because they put the environment in order. Do you understand? Because when you don't think of self-preservation, you are an animal. You understand? Animals don't think of the environment. Anywhere they see, they can sleep. Do you understand? And with Biafran, you are different. You see Governor Oti, the one of Labour Party. You see what he's doing. He's a Biafran. He's an example to what we are talking about. If you have people who thinks like a human being, not an animal, they will know that when you develop your environment, it's so you are securing your future. But when you don't develop your environment, your future is blink. That's what we are talking about. So my people, we are going home. Nigeria, you can never survive in Nigeria. You can never progress in Nigeria. If you are a billion, you have billions, and you're a Biafran in Nigeria, you are a slave. And a slave does not own anything. You and your billion, you are owned by your master. Do you understand? And as long as you are under one Nigeria, that any terrorist can cross border to anywhere you are and kill you, you are not safe. That's what we are talking about. If you have Biafra like Togo, Ghana, and the Benin Republic, no mad cow that say call himself a Fulani henchman terrorist will cross your border. That's what we are talking about. Do you understand? Togo is living in peace. Ghana is living in peace. Have you had one Ghana, one Togo, or one America? It's only one Nigeria to tell you that Nigeria is completely scam. So my people, think home. We are going home. You understand? The criminal are not even helping themselves, because if they want Nigeria to survive after killing us 5 million in during civil war, if they want Nigeria to survive, at least they will make Nigeria good for Nigerian citizens. Today, you are not a citizen as a Nigeria. Even the cow, they value cow more than you. If you kill one cow, they will kill millions of you. So, and you can't see them in police station, you can't see them in court, you can't see them in prison. You have a country, are you a citizen? No.
Thank you so much, Prince Ejeman. That's some energy there. I love it. So it will remain on the in the diary, and then your word will travel further. Your legs. I promise you. A lot of people have heard you now, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much, Prince.
You're welcome, sir.
Enjoy your stay, right?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So that's Prince Ejeman, ladies and gentlemen. So I am going to be putting this off soon. It's all right. Okay now. So one sec. Class. Nice one, sir. So it's really good to see you again. I hope I see you next year again as well.
By God's grace, as long as there is life,
we shall see. That's right.
Very good one. Also, one of my okay.
This one.
Are you done?
Sorry. Everybody enter.
Class. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Hey, the Prince.
Which one they take turn and turn the camera?
Thank you so much. So the Prince.
Yeah, right.
It's all right. I mean, what kind of snack?
It's a meat correct one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I bring them.
Well, maybe I will just take them with me because I'm not hungry.
Okay. Okay.
But anyway, I still have like an hour before I will go. So Maybe I will be hungry then.
Okay.
Thank you, Prince.
Okay, that's still around.
And Mr. Sit here. You know, so I won't live without you now. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma. Well done. That's a Prince. He has his way with his sons. You know.
How are you?
I'm very well, ma. How are you?
Long time. After
Edinburgh. Did you come to Edinburgh last year?
Yeah.
You were?
I was there.
That was last time I saw.
After kidnapper president.
Now we have a parasite. Oh, okay, yeah, we did that. Man, it was today. See, it was today. Yeah, in Peckham. So it was today. I just realized that was like 5 years ago.
No.
I swear. He was telling us it was 2019.
That one? Which one did we do at Peckham?
That one we did at Peckham then. I was thinking it's like 3 years ago.
Yeah, he's not.
He said 2019.
No.
No.
Maybe so? That's another one. No, that was 2022.
Was it?
Yeah. After COVID.
So I was thinking, is it before COVID or after? So it's after then. So that was like 3 years ago. It's mixing it up.
Yeah.
It's really good to see you. I see everyone back. I mean to say, you know.
Yeah. It's a very good one. You are trying.
What can
Keep
I
it
do?
up. I listen to your programs. So I said, okay, all of us have to push it.
Do something. Like everybody should just start try to be doing something. Not doing anything at all is what it's worth. Like even if you can talk, you can talk. If it is a protest, you can protest. Do it. If it's march, you can march. If now letter, you can write.
The way it's going, there is no going. It's going in.
It is. That's it. So whether people want Nigeria to save or not, it's no longer in our hands. It's already down.
On its own.
So you know, and it's going to even get worse enough that probably it's going to even be worse. It's a matter of time.
That's my prayer. It's not a good one. I have families. I have everything.
But it has to happen. Something needs to happen. People can't continue like this.
If it doesn't happen,
then well, we can only just imagine we are done. Nigeria will kill us. Eh? Oh, Baba, we want a picture, right? Nice one. Don't fuck up, bro. Nice one.
Thank you,
Mr.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. So, okay, yeah. Let me have one with.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, okay, you take it.
Okay, yeah, you have yours.
Yeah, we are live. I've been covering that since.
Biafra.
Nice one, man.
Nice
really
you
good
too.
to see you.
I will see again.
Well,
and finally, we will see.
I hope I get to know where it's going to take place next year, because I'll be there.
Definitely, God will keep us.
So maybe we can go to Ireland. I mean, sorry, North Ireland or Wales.
Wales.
Instead of England and Scotland.
I think that
you know, so if I have a chance of speaking to the IPOB leadership, I'll say, why don't you try Wales?
Yeah, don't worry. We'll chip it.
Nice one, ma. Thank you so much, ma. Okay, enjoy your stay, okay? Nice one. So, yeah, we are almost rounding up now, and I will soon be going back to Glasgow, okay? So we are going to have, my flight is, I think my flight is about 4 p.m.
Biafra.
So those are the police officers who came to probably provide security anyway. Well, there they are, giving us security, like making sure that everything is fine, which is great, okay? And that's how it should be, right? When people come together, then you have security and the police and all that, providing security, ensuring that everybody is fine and all that, okay? So I will be going back to Glasgow in the next 2 hours. So my flight is 4 p.m. 4 p.m. So I will need to be at the airport by 3. So I have captured majority of what we had to do here today. So I'm going to take the camera back and I'm going to have you just kind of see the closing part of it, where our people are sort of, what can I call that? Like they are like gyrating. So gyrating in the sense that, people will sing, they will sing all of the cultural songs and all that. People will dance and that. So let me show you that before we start going back to Scotland. So this is them now with gyration. This is gyration. Gyration among everyone. I love this. This is from Nnamdi Kanu. So you can see. That's Marcy. Marcy. I'm up for it though.
You got us well. Okay,
nice one. Is that your own phone, right? Okay. You want to take us with that as well? Is that your own phone?
My phone. But
okay, let me go send that to you. Okay. Anyway, I go make a put you for my live. Okay. Just it's like a picture too. So
the general himself.
But only me and Maiyegun now because I'll come to
because thought the charger actually any scratch. I think it's a winch. Did you manage to pick some?
Yes, that's our own.
Sure. Did you do that one?
Yeah. When you see money, I beg. One of the only get the fully. Okay, that's a 9 media. Then media people. We are ordinary floor member IPO. Then another media.
You know, she was kind of looking away there.
You don't know who they are. Our Badero. I know. Okay, you know, say the day where Onyisi said, listen to Simon Eber. He said, listen to my, but Simon took advantage of that statement.
No, he actually took it personally until he made Mazi. I remember that he actually made Mazi to actually say, okay, go and listen to Epa. It was funny, but
it's crazy.
Is it on? Yeah, it's on. I'll put that on so I can have my own copy.
Yes.
Nice one, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, well done. Hey, Babo. You know what to say. I'm going back. I will be back in Glasgow by 5. I was lucky. I found a ticket that could take me back. Maybe take me back, and by 6 p.m. I'll be back. Okay. So that means I'm going to be live tonight. Okay. Nice one, Abba. So those are my own people, right? So I was going to show you the gyration, but we ended up having to have a photo session, right? Martinelli. Yes, sir. Abo. Thank you, Mama. Nice one, sir. Babo, you came out. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, ma. Well done, sir. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Abo. Nice one, sir. You're right, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, sir. Well done.
Nnamdi Kanu,
Yes, ma'am.
I watch you. I watch you from when you started small. You know, when you used to get people to your program. Now it's perfect.
Thank you so much.
Very well. I was trying on the against you, and I tell you, that's Mama you saw.
And I will remember, ma. I will remember. Enjoy yourself, okay? Yes, ma'am.
Are you here? Please come over here and say hi to your people, please. Majuzoka.
Well done, sir. Nice one. Babo, how are you, sir? Well done. Yes, sir.
This is my second time seeing you.
Well,
I was in Scotland.
You were in Edinburgh last year, yeah?
Yes. And
Lovely.
this time you're here.
And I'm going to see you next year.
We shall see Biafra next year.
And we shall see Biafra
next
year. Thank you so much. Nice one, sir. It's good to see you. Nice one, sir. Nice one, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm a friend of the Biafrans. And now
Silent.
Abo.
Silent. Silent. Remember our leader, Martin. The evil government of British, it shall never be well with them. Hello? I said it shall never be well with it. Evil government of Britain. British conspired with Nigeria and killed over 3.something million of Biafrans. We shall never forgive them. This government of British is evil. But you know what? Their citizens are good. So for that reason, remember all the people that pay the ultimate price that me and you may remain today. Remember them. Remember. Britain, what have we done? Because you need our oil. We said no. The oil belongs to the people of Biafra. And British government kill our people. It shall never be well with the government of British. The evil government of British. You like blood. You like blood. Are you ready? I don't want to go in spirit. If any knows who look at, if any knows who look at, I could know what who look at. That is Sabo, Sabo, everybody, you know is Sabo, Sabo, Sabo. My mother, not to worry. My father, not to worry. If I happen to die, we shall be again. My daddy, not to worry.
Babo, how are you, sir?
I think your program I watch everything.
And here we are, Baba. Here we are. Nice one. Happy remembrance. Nice one, sir.
All right. The moderator of this program, where are you? The moderator of this, okay. All right. Oh, hey.
Sir. Hey, Julie.
And Sylvia, Chichi.
Oh,
You see? You see?
Wait. Okay, wait.
Okay.
This guy I must snap with that.
No, sir. Okay.
Okay, join.
He's still broadcasting. He's taking pictures, he's broadcasting, he's doing it all.
Take me one.
Turn this around. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just take me one, eh?
Thank you.
Yes, Julie will send it to us. I can take my video selfie, please. Let me take my
While you're doing selfie.
Now we're talking. Now I'm happy. Yes, thank you.
I couldn't really get you to know. So,
Austin, you want to take one?
okay now.
David sent to me. Right.
Right. Thank you so much, Mama. Nice one.
Yes, that's a good one. Please. Please.
Okay. I'm going to put Julie's face on my own stream as well. 1 second, sir. Let's go to the front.
Hello.
Nice one. Solid, sir. So that's Julie. When you remember, some of you in the Temple of Truth, right? You remember Julie, love, justice, and peace.
Yes.
Now, when next I say, "Oh, Julie," that's Julie. I'm leaving that there. I know. I'm going to leave that in there at the end. Prince Jejima.
Yeah, one day.
I should be getting myself ready. I think it's going to be like, it's going to take me like 45 minutes to get there, right?
So, yeah. Back to Luton, right?
You get it?
Yeah, from here, 45 minutes.
And my flight is about 4 something else. I think, but I think it's 4:30, right?
Yes, 4:30.
So we are already around 2.
Okay.
So which means that I should be getting ready so that by the time it's around 3, I'm already around close to the place. Okay. So that I can check in on time. Okay. Yeah. But I'll let you know in about 2 minutes now when I round up. Okay. And I'll tell you about. Then I'll take my pie. Don't worry.
Okay.
Because I'm not a foodie person that way. If I'm not hungry, I'm not hungry. But because you don't bring them for me, right? Yeah. I'll take it and take it with me. Okay. So that I can eat it proper. So they won't be like, Thank you. So that's Prince Jejima, right? So Prince Jejima has been taking care of me. And it's almost time for me now to start getting ready to go back to Glasgow and go get ready for tonight. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone, for spending your time here this afternoon. I never, ever thought I was going to leave this on for this long. But I'm so happy that we have been able to capture the 54th anniversary of the Biafra Remembrance Day. So we have covered the 54th anniversary today. And to the glory of God, I am happy to share that with you. Okay? Sorry for the quality of the picture because I'm only using my phone. All right? I've been using my phone all this while. But the most important thing is that we have managed to capture this and keep it here. So to everybody who is participating in the Remembrance Day, Biafra Remembrance Day 2024, all over the world, right? The message is the same, okay? Congratulations to you and don't ever give up. You need to continue to push. You need to continue to ask. You need to continue to demand it. Referendum is not a crime and it's not a criminal offense, okay? It's not even a crime. But you see, where Nigeria is hunting the Igbos, there are other places where the Igbos are indeed welcome to congregate, like London here, okay? Like in the UK, in the US and all these places. And I say this to you as a non-Igbo, listen, if you have never been, if you have spent the time to be in the midst of where the Biafrans are paying respect to their own ancestors, to paying respect to their loved ones that were lost or killed during that war. Again, you will realize that you will agree with me that what the Biafrans are demanding for, the Igbos, and now all of us supposed to demand for them, the injustice, the discrimination, the marginalization, the what do you call it? Now everybody supposed to push for that and fight for that in Nigeria today. Nobody is immune from the misgovernance, the bad governance, okay? The xenophobia, the xenophobic system that you have, the racism, okay? The religious intolerance, and all of these things that people suffer in Nigeria. But it's only the Igbos who have chosen that they will never keep quiet. They will never adjust. They are never going to keep quiet. You see, the rest of us are told to, because of Nigeria, don't cause problem. Don't try to create this or that. But problems that we did not create continue to haunt us, continue to kill us, right? So it's only the Igbos who have stood up to say every injustice they are suffering, which is many, which is actually like many. This injustice that they are facing in Nigeria, they have been the one that has remained consistently pushing Nigeria, pushing everybody in charge of Nigeria and telling them that you either give us what we want or you let us go. The rest of Nigeria should be like that. Unfortunately, they are not. I'm a Yoruba man, okay? We are suffering in that same contraption. But we have our people who want us to keep quiet, okay? They say keep quiet, right? Don't create problem for Nigeria. We didn't create problem for Nigeria, but Nigeria has created a much of problem for us right now, right? So, like I said, if you have a chance of being in their midst, you will agree with me, right? That whatever you heard about, sorry, man. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's forget that word. I'll give you a signal. Okay, when she's ready, right? Just come neutral like that. No wala there. No wala. Is she here already, right? She's on its own. See Imo State. Go on. Now. So they are doing that right now. Damn it. Anyway, so I want to say thank you to all of us here who have shared this. All of us who are supporters of, freedom. Those of us who will never side with oppressors, and those of us who will never blame the victims. Okay, so when you see things like this, they are the reminder. They are the reminder of our stark, dark part as as a contraption called Nigeria. Do you understand? So instead of hating on them, I advise you to try to understand what they are doing, what they stand for, and why. By the time you try to get closer to understand what they are doing and why, you will be surprised that, or maybe you will not be surprised that this is what you should be doing too. The Yorubas, the Igalas, the Hausas, the Jukuns, the Beroms, the Ijos, the Shekiris, the Irobos, the Nupes, everyone from every part of that Nigeria should be standing up and demanding that this contraption is not working. Let's get the hell out of here. But they are making you feel like if you ask for that, it's like you're asking for, it's like you're asking for war. But that's not true. So you need to understand and know why Biafra came to be and why Nigeria will do everything and spend every penny and to make sure that they continue to blackmail them, blacklist them, and criminalize self-determination. Self-determination is not a crime, but in Nigeria it's being criminalized. And since it's been criminalized, those of you who are the victims of that contraption, right? You don't want trouble. So you don't want to be part of any self-determination. You have enough trouble already. Let me tell you this. You will be part of it because it is the only way and the only way out. But if you may not understand it now, but I promise you, you will. And Nigeria will make you understand. Okay? So injustice to one, injustice is injustice to all. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. You do not have to be an Igbo, before you can stand up for the injustice against them. You do not have to be a Yoruba before you stand up for any Yoruba suffering injustice. You do not have to be any of, you don't even have to come from the tribe of those who are like the direct victims. All you have to do is just speak up. Because if you don't, one day it could be your turn. And when they come for you, there will be nobody to stand up for you. And that can be very heartbreaking, very, very heartbreaking. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you all in Glasgow. It's been a wonderful one, a very wonderful one coming out today. And yes, I'll tell you more when I get to Glasgow. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with me again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good afternoon. Oh, ma'am. Oh, I won't mind. Thank you. Oh, that's bless you. Thank you so much. Oh, where is she? I'm coming to see her. Hang on. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, that's a Lolo. Kanu. I've been told that she's here. And there she is. Hi. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good to see you. I'm very well too.
I know we met last year.
Yes, we did at Edinburgh. Yeah, in Edinburgh, right? Well, we've been here for a while, and I actually thought you were not coming. I think she represented you, and I immediately felt like
My train, the power kept going off and coming back on.
Yeah.
So I was more than
So where
15
were you
minutes
coming
late. It's coming from Manchester.
Oh.
So I had to go from Yorkshire to drop my son in Manchester and then start the business.
Well done. Anyway. How are you?
Thank you. Wow.
I know it's kind of sounds somehow like but as long as you are still very much fine,
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So the rest.
We will. Yeah. Oh, you are you alive?
Yeah. Is that something you do? No?
I don't usually go on live, but it's
I
okay.
think when you are not really aware, it's
better.
It's better as well. So you won't be too.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Like, it's good to see you though, right? It's really good to see you
We're
again.
going to catch up again.
Sure, we will.
Yeah, before you leave.
Right there.
Okay.
You have a good one, okay? See you around, okay? Yeah. So that's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, and she's referred to as, the wife of the leader, and you can call her the First Lady of Biafra, which is an honorary title that has been given to her in recognition of our, support for our husband and for the struggle as well. So it's amazing. The last year, I attended that of the Edinburgh Remembrance. So we had the 53rd Remembrance at Edinburgh. That is in Scotland, right? So we also met briefly as well, because it's always like a busy thing. But it's really, really good to see her, looking good. And when I say looking good, I mean behind that smile, behind that smile lies so much pain. The pain that you possibly can only imagine, okay? You can only imagine. But again, she's brave, she's strong, and she continued to kind of carry herself elegantly, despite the whole mess that the contraption Nigeria strewn their way, okay? So anyway, it's really good that I was able to capture that when I was saying a goodbye to everyone, okay? Stay safe, enjoy the rest of your day, and when I get to Glasgow, I will see you. Good afternoon.